بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. As you are aware, Somalia,
Lord merciful and compassionate, as you know,
education system resulted in loss of infrastructure and human capital, fragmentation of approaches, and politicization of interventions and support for the sector. For more than 2 decades, due to the absence of effective government structure, over 20 different curricula were used across Somalia. This has created a mixture of combating education systems based on a variety of languages, ideologies, and standards in their areas of influence, and the governmental forces have utilized the school system to promote their own extremist curriculum with the aim of sowing division, radicalization, our young people and recruiting them for their cause. Despite the many challenges encountered, Somalia has made tremendous progress in terms of the state recovery since the establishment of the federal system and signing of the provisional constitution in 2012. The Minister of Education, Culture and Higher Education has been enrollment and attendance of girls have been revitalized as and has succeeded in standardization the school systems, establishing a unified curriculum and syllabus, and creating the foundation for the Somali national education system, which is improving the delivery of basic education services to our learners. Progress has also been made in the development and adoption of the key education policies and laws, the establishment of a national examination system, and the formulation of a treaty education. The current Somali National Development Plan highlights the importance of education as a key tool for development, and Somalia is fully committed to realize our SDG 4 commitments and upholding their right to education of every Somali child to the level and extent possible within our limited resources. Our new national president, Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, is himself an educator and very committed to this vision. However, Somalia still has a long way to go to transform the education sector and reach our goals of providing universal access to high quality, inclusive, safe, and well-managed education service. We appreciate the ongoing support and commitment of international partners to assist us in this regard. With the support of our development partners, my ministry continues to strive to achieve greater equality and access to education in Somalia, despite the gains made. Social culture practice and discrimination hinder to enrollment and attendances of the girls and the children with disabilities in school. Girls are most likely than boys to be out of school, especially in terms of emergency, and access to any educational opportunities are very limited for our children with disabilities who continue to experience it with disparate stigma and marginalization. We all know that teachers are the backbone of the education system, and teachers' effectiveness in the most important is predictor of students' learning. However, in Somalia, due to the decades of instability, there has been widespread loss of qualified teachers from the system, resulting in insufficient numbers of skills in our current teachers. Cohort professional testing in 2019-2020 shows that only 53% of primary teachers reached the minimum required standards. Last but not least, in the challenge of financing education provision, the Somalia ESSB 2022-2026 is budgeting over $400 million over a 5 years period. Of this, 76% is for recurrent costs, the Somali government has committed to allocate approximately 1/3 of this amount, with the rest being depending on our development partners, given the extent of the needs and the limited funding available. It is essential that any financial support for the Somali education sector is well coordinated and aligned with the ESSB and is delivering the best value for money. In the past, fragmented approaches to education have underdetermined the sector, and for this reason, we look forward to developing the international partnership compact which will strengthen our ability to align and harmonize all sources of funding toward delivering Somali national education priority. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you all.